So, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Root Vibe. He's a pretty nice guy and definitely not David Schwimmer.
I'm not David Schwimmer. No.
Wow, dude. I was kind of talking to introduce you.
Keep going.
Like,
you're doing great.
Like, I do player introductions for a living, okay? The bottom right corner of this camera, spawning kind of fancy it is. Root Gaming's Root from Vibe. Did you just like steal the introduction? Is that what just happened?
Yeah.
I hope you don't play League of Legends. You'd be like such a dick. You'd be like support?
No, I don't play support. I take mid lane on every game I play. I carry.
It's the jungle's fault, right? That you like lost your lane?
No, it's everyone's fault if I ever lose.
Okay.
It's never my fault.
Well, let's not talk about the inferior game. It's kind of shitty anyways, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, Stardust, day one, everyone's practicing on the CSL computers, except for Stardust, who's playing League of Legends.
Really?
And he's doing it with one hand, because it says NA, too easy.
NA, too easy.
I hate him sometimes, man. You know what that guy does? He turns off the AC when we go to bed at night. There's 5 guys in the room.
I didn't know you were in a room with him.
I'm in with him, Penguin, Balloon, Shashank, who was playing Mafia. There's 5 guys in one room. You turn off the AC.
Wow. What's it get like cold?
Dude, it's just the fact that it gets like 90 degrees and farty in the room.
I understand. I understand the AC. I would want it on too, but I don't understand why he doesn't want it on. It's crazy.
He's a jerk. I don't know. Clearly. Yo, Stardust, I know you're not watching this interview because it's in English, man. No, actually, Stardust is really funny. I'm surprised they're, it's the people at MLG. Well, actually, here, I'll tell this story in a second. Okay. But how's MLG for you? You played, you visited, you watched?
Yeah, I had a good time. The Friday, the hiccups sucked. But other than that, it was a good night. I had fun.
Everyone's been asking me if I've been enjoying it, and like for me, it's been like, yeah, everything except for the way the actual tournament ran was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, right.
But the good thing was the last day brought it pretty hard. And I think a lot of people are gonna remember the awesome last day more than they will the shitty first day.
I missed a lot of the last day. I didn't get down to the end until like 5, which was like,
oh, dude.
I had already missed like the Scarlet off race, which I feel like would have been a highlight of the day.
I missed that too, actually, in fairness. We had gathered about, we had like the 11 members of Dust Gaming.
Yeah.
A couple of the subscribers from the channel that we ran into here. Gillyweed, myself, Fear Dragon, Zombie, a couple of, basically had like 20-ish people. And we were like controlling the cheers of the crowd for the first like half of the day. It was pretty awesome. Really? So like, you know, there's always that one person who awkwardly slow claps, and if no one else picks up on it, it just dies out.
Yeah.
Because there's 20 of us, we reinforced it. So we were like doing that hardcore. It's pretty awesome. Because dude, I don't know about you, or if you remember like your first live event, but for me, you know, I sit at the fucking computer all day, right? Like I watch you guys from my first live event. I was expecting action. I was expecting shit like shouting. I was expecting drunk people like fucking go Vibe in the open brackets type thing, right? No, everyone's just kind of like, oh, we killed the medevac.
Yeah.
So that's why we had to get everyone together to hype it up, because I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
The final day, the StarCraft 2 crowd, at the very end of it was getting a little intense, but like the Call of Duty crowd and the Smash crowd
was really cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on. I haven't played Smash Brothers since the N64. Yeah. But I just saw like someone with 1 life left and they're shouting KO, KO. We need that for StarCraft, man. There needs to be like, it needs to be less like one big battle. Like I hate referencing Starbow because I know people hate Starbow. Yeah. But like it's slower pace so you know when it's gonna end. You could totally chant that shit up. StarCraft's like, oh, he lost 40 infestors. Well, I guess he's fucked. GG. Like there's no hyping that up.
Yeah.
I think
there's a lot more drawn out. Like Smash, there's no. It's like literally the game is exactly what it is the whole time. It's like action, 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 action. But there's no more. Yeah, there's no more depth to it than that though. It's like literally one guy spawns and they fight, they fight, they fight, they fight. And then one guy gets knocked off or falls or something, and then respawns. They fight, they fight, they fight. It's like the same thing over and over. There's always constant fighting of each other.
It's just the back and forth.
And then StarCraft has like, it's a lot more.
It's like chess. It's got to be slow.
It's like,
I kind of understand like the golf clap aspect of it sometimes.
Yeah.
But like there are some moments that are just worth hyping. And I think like actually Rotterdam did something really cool in some of the last games I liked, where he basically was joking with the audience, but everyone took him serious. Where he said like, "All right, I need you guys to hype up every unit that dies." Yeah. So like the first SCV is gonna like, get chased down by 2 links, the least dynamic thing that can happen in StarCraft 2, and the crowd's going, "Whoa!" It's like so awesome. That made my event. I like that shit. That was awesome. That's kind of sad that's the last day. Yeah. Do you have anything like you would change about it? Like maybe not MLG in specific, but you've been to a fair amount of tournaments. Yeah. You've seen what goes good, what goes poorly. For this one, what would you have done different? What would you have done to make this MLG better?
I guess I can take it from like a open bracket player's perspective.
Okay.
Like the open bracket is insanely hard in the first place, and when you come here, and when you know like the way the image is set up, how they treat pool play. Pool play is like the celebrities of the tournament. Open bracket's like the fucking pit fighters who have to make their way out of the pits.
You fight the hardest Koreans in the open bracket. You go fight the North American like Hendrilisk in the pool play.
Yeah, you're basically what it is the open bracket's like it's a big pit that everyone has to climb out of, and only like 4 people make it out of there.
It's like Russell Crowe.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not one of those 4, it's like you weren't even here. Like no one even knows we're here unless they were actually watching you physically in person. So getting like when you go to an event, you go like. The big draw to go to an event is like people interaction, playing in front of people, having the excitement go along with it rather than just because if you want to just play on your own, you can just literally do it at home.
Yep.
And obviously you're here for a competition, but like I like it when the tournament is more open bracket oriented, where like they can like pick and choose anyone throw the bracket or like more casting.
How sad was it that it wasn't casted, right?
Yeah.
Just to touch on that topic.
It's more fun when you like I don't know. Some people get more nervous when they're being casted, but I have way more fun when I know I'm being casted by. It doesn't even matter who it is. Like obviously if it's a caster I know, it's fun because it's like a friend casting my game. But go ahead.
Who's your favorite caster and why is it Rifkin?
It's Rifkin because.
No, actually, legit. Like, who is your favorite caster? Like, if you have what? Like,
if I had to pick my favorite caster from the beginning to now.
No. Let me rephrase this.
Okay.
You're on your deathbed. You get to play one last game of StarCraft 2. You can have anybody cast you, but it has to be current. So like, you can't pick like someone from like Brood War days or something. I don't know. That's like no longer involved. I guess actually everyone from Brood War days is still involved.
The guy I'm talking about is the caster I've been watching from StarCraft 2 from beginning to now. Like when the 2010 basically when it started.
Who is it, damn it?
He's a really good guy. I mean, he knows a lot about the game. He makes it interesting to watch. They have a casting team that I find enjoyable to watch. He's really, he's a little bit older.
Yeah, that's cool. Fantastic. How much older?
Than me a little bit.
Okay, but less than like say Gandalf.
Yeah, by a lot. He's less.
Wow, that really narrows it down.
Yeah, and he eats food pretty. Like he likes a healthy diet. He's actually a vegetarian. That doesn't.
I just don't even have any idea where we're going with this anymore. Is this a real person?
The person it's honestly it's Artosis. I like his casting. Like when him and Tasis cast sometimes they've made me laugh a lot. Like just listening to their casting, and just because they say stupid shit, I feel like it lightens the mood when you watch the game. Like it doesn't have to be.
Well, if we're gonna be honest, like sometimes when you 10 pool, or unless you're 10 pooling rather, it's not a very dynamic opening to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it could be like ZVP, the same opening that happens almost every game, where it's like, oh, the Protoss Forge fast expanded, and I was going for a third.
Really?
And the Zerg went to 3 bases really quick and droned for 8 minutes of the game. Like, they just say some of the stupidest stuff, but it's like hilarious. Like, they've made me laugh a lot, and they made me like enjoy it, because it's not just like, he's making drones. He's making an Overlord. Is he gonna get supply blocked?
Well, actually, for me, that was the hardest thing when I tried to like craft my casting style.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, there's always the half of the field that's like, yo, we hate our toaster, Tasis' jokes, there's no lame either. Then the other half that loves it. For me, I'm just like, you know what? That made me laugh. I like it.
Yeah, like, if I feel like I'm having a good time just watching something, then I'm having a good time.
Okay, so Artosis is casting a game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut you off here. Artosis is casting
Fuck just happened?
Okay, Artosis is casting a game. You're Artosis now.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
What? Wait, I'm introducing my like vibe as a
vibe. The guy who's dying on his deathbed. He doesn't have a lot of time. Introduce him already.
We have the one and only true, caring, genuine Zerg that still plays. There were 2 of them. The other one was on Team Liquid, but now we have the one who's on Team Liquid. He's an amazing guy. He's the reason I still cast this game. He keeps me motivated to even log into StarCraft every day. He makes my day a little bit brighter.
I feel like this is a really good Artosis impression. You want to hear mine? Okay. In the bottom left corner, we have Root Gimmicks. Fight! I always hate how they do that. Like there's like the cutoff when it visits the GSR. Right?
Oh yeah. I remember that. Like that hasn't happened too much lately, I don't think. But like I do remember that was like
that was
the Street Fighter
awkward.
boys.
Yeah, like But they always had cool graphics, so it kind of helped me.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of a name that like really stood out. I'm thinking like Marine King. Would it be like, we got the top right, Lieutenant in the top right. He's Boxers fans, and he's really good at the Micro Marines. Yeah.
I like the shrug. Like, can you imagine Caster's shrug? It's like, I guess he's red. It's probably Zerg. I think it's Vibe.
But it was like, Marine King Brett. We.
I love the way things sound in like Japanese or Asian or however you want to because it's so much more, like if I were to say like pass the salt, right? It sounds so lame. Pass the salt. Pass the salt.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, it sucks though. Actually, you know what? I'm trying to find a way to like, as a joke even, cast like that, but there's no way to do that with English.
I like it a lot. Like I even actually played StarCraft for about a year on Korean client, even though like I've been playing on like
StarCraft for a whole year.
Yeah, I played for a year, man. I'm actually getting kind of good.
Okay, cool.
No, but like I played it for like a year on just the Korean sounds because I like the way the Korean like.
You know, I tried fucking with the voice pack. And I deleted all my sounds, so I was like, I'm not gonna touch this after I reinstall it.
Yeah.
But no, I totally love the other voice packs. Like listen to like the Korean stream, or even like people who just modify it and stuff.
Yeah, well, like the Korean Queen, like in English, it's like not enough minerals or some stuff, and then in Korean, it's like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like this is fucking awesome.
Okay, so since we're doing sick impressions right now, let's end this with one more.
Okay.
Best impression of a Nidus Run. We'll do it together. Okay?
Oh my god. A Nidus Run?
Yeah. So on 3, we'll both do our best Nidus Run. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, sick interview, man. Thanks.